I'm going to do a series of these videos on attachment disorders. So the first one I'm going to cover is avoidant attachment disorder. And if you are a person who struggles with avoidant attachment, well, this is something you're going to want to hear. If you are the type of person who is open and communicative about your feelings, about what you want from the relationship, able to confront your partner or your husband or whoever in a conflict or something you have a problem with, and are able to communicate with them effectively, you do not have an avoidant attachment disorder. And so it's important to understand that. Like, if you are communicative and you are open about how you're feeling, about your needs, what you're wanting and expecting in the relationship, whatever type of relationship it might be, rather than hiding and withholding and taking it out on that person in other ways, like begrudgingly or weaponizing and things like that, well, then you're not an avoidant type person. An avoidant person that has an attachment disorder does not have the skills or even the willingness to work through conflicts, to open up about their feelings, their wants, their desires, their needs. And being with a person with avoidant attachment disorder, it can be so exhausting and draining because you are constantly digging, trying to figure out what they're thinking and what they're feeling, because they will not open up. They will not share it with you. So an avoidant type person will tend to avoid phone calls, avoid deep conversations, they'll avoid counseling, and anything that might provoke them to open up about anything. So they don't communicate hardly at all. They are terrible communicators, and I don't mean in the way they communicate, in the fact that they just don't communicate. And that is the major issue with an avoidant. And so let's take a look at how this fits into someone with narcissism. Not everyone that's avoidant is narcissistic, so it's important to understand that. It could generally be that this person just doesn't have the skills, or has not been taught, or has past trauma they have not been willing at all to take a look at and work through. It could be a variety of reasons, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they are narcissistic. However, there are narcissistic people who use avoidant behaviors on purpose to manipulate their victims. And this happens all the time with vulnerable narcissists and covert narcissists.